Columbus, Ohio, and they need to get one today or they will drop to 0-3 on this young season. But they'll have to deal with a three-headed Crew attack.
The Columbus Crew with so much offensive weaponry. Jeff Cunningham's individual dribbling ability and confidence going at defenders on the left side. On the right side, young Brian West with the confidence also to beat people with his quickness. And in the center, Brian McBride there to put on the finishing touches for the Columbus Crew offense.
Yeah, they are potent. Last year they had 5 players record double digits as far as points are concerned. Welcome to MLS Soccer Saturday alongside Ty Keogh. I'm Rob Stone. You know, we just finished pumping up the Crew offense, but they've only found net twice this season, and they're 0-2 at home. Desperate times?
Well, the pressure is on to get a victory at home, and to do that, they need to produce goals. And it's a question of whether those 3 attackers can coordinate. Can Brian McBride get into the mix since he's only played 1 out of the 3 games the Crew have played this season?
Yeah, Brian McBride with an early season ankle injury. We'll get an update from him, courtesy of Veronica Pacey, who's with Brian.
Brian, everyone wants to know, is your ankle still bothering you or is the injury long gone?
It feels great, actually. And yesterday was my first day without it getting taped, and pretty tempted to go without it today. So I think I'll probably be on the cautious side and get it taped, but it feels great.
Now that you're back, how are you going to combine with Brian West and Jeff Cunningham so you guys can start scoring some goals?
Yeah, that's definitely the goal. I think, you know, it's important for me to get the ball on my feet and able to turn a bit. And, you know, both those players can do well with a lot of space behind the defense. So we'll be looking to do that. Also, we want to get Jeff the ball a little more and have him pinch inside. But other than that, we're looking forward to today.
Well, good luck to your Crew.
Thank you very much.
Back to you guys.
And Brian will have to deal with U.S. World Cup hopeful Carlos Llamosa in the backfield, as well as Rusty Pierce. New England also has an offensive adjustment. We'll tell you about it when we come back for kickoff. Welcome back to Columbus, Ohio, and Ty, a new offensive approach today for the Revs.
Well, and a new partner up front for Big Mama, Mamadou Diallo. Young Taylor Twellman will be joining him in the attack in that 4-4-2, and Twellman was the top scorer for the Revs in the preseason. He gets a chance up front, and that pushes Pineda Chacon into the attacking midfield slot.
Tom Presthus on the left, former DC United, in his 2nd season with the Crew, has 1 shutout this season in nets for Columbus, and Jurgen Sommer, a former Columbus Crew member, with a 2.5 goals against average, worst in MLS. The Revs in the blue and the red, the Crew, can't miss them, folks. They're in the all yellow. And we are underway, and here is the New England lineup.
New England in the 4-4-2, and Joey Franchino, their left back, has to match up with Cunningham. He's got the biggest challenge today. In the midfield, Rooney and Pineda Chacon with the leadership. Ralston's been very strong up the right side as of late. And up front, as we mentioned, Diallo with Taylor Twellman. Twellman's first start.
First foul of the game. Crew. Now, they told us early, Ty, they want to come out blazing and try and catch New England off. New England gave up an early goal in their last game at San Jose. Fernando Clavillo stressing to his team not to repeat that effort. Jeff Cunningham can't quite get it. Another goal kick for New England, and now time for the Columbus Crew starting lineup.
And the Crew in an offensive-minded 4-3-3. Those 3 forwards that we talked about, but at the back, and they'll be challenged by Diallo as well as Twellman, Chad McCarty, and Dunseth holding the center as they did for the Olympic team. John Harkes and Brian Maisonneuve with Perez up in front of them in the midfield. And up front, there's that 3-pronged attack, Cunningham, McBride, and Brian West.
And John Harkes, as you mentioned, getting his first start of this season.
A physical approach to the game, and he gets to play against a former teammate, Big Mama, from the Tampa Bay Mutiny.
Speaking of Big Mama, his roommate is Taylor Twellman, and Veronica Pacey has more on that.
As you know, this is Taylor Twellman's first career start for MLS, and Revs coach Fernando Clavijo has instructed Twellman to take the pressure off Big Mama and be his partner up front. And by the way, as you said, Twellman and Big Mama are also roommates. And when I asked if there were any complaints, they both looked at me but said, no, everything's fine. So this change up front came about because Big Mama had been complaining he needed help up top.
Big Mama complaining?
What are the odds?
You need to let her know.
We kid because we care. That you can kick our, you know what, anytime you want. On his mind, and we hadn't even kicked off yet. There's Greg Andrulis, head coach of the Columbus Crew, assisted by our good friend Oscar Paisano and Nick Roberts. Brian Maisonneuve. Offside is Jeff Cunningham. Crew have, well, some pretty good success versus New England. Man, not a place to try and break an 0-2 start to your season for New England. Harkes playing some inspired ball. Whoop, nice little move. Onside. Nope. Cunningham is off.
Jeff Cunningham very close over on that far side. Look at the dribbling by Harkes here. In tight traffic, he beats two.
Twellman. It's 1-0 New England. Taylor Twellman in his first MLS start has his first MLS goal.
Ball going end-to-end very quickly. Diallo putting it into the center of the box. A quick turn by Taylor Twellman, and that's what he does best. When we talked to Fernando Clavijo today, Clavijo said, what a finisher. Columbus very overeager to generate offense, catching them offside repeatedly. And that's just good organization.
Ralston strips Perez, finds Diallo. Big Mama, too tall.
Once again, that's section 109.
And he stays down.
Today's game, the new blowing copy of MLS Extra Time 2002 for the Microsoft X game console.
After Big Mama shoots his ball, watch the left leg of Brian Dunseth just whack Diallo up high on the back of his left leg. And look at Presthus here. Just simply amazing on this deflection. Look at that. Full extension, reaching back. He's off of his line, so he has to come back and cover.
That is John Busch, the backup goaltender for the Crew. Has never seen MLS action. He's listed at 5'10". That is a generous 10 spots. And a nice ball. Rooney steps over. Or rather, Ralston to Rooney. Boom! Just like that. 2-love New England. Oh, Jim Rooney, thank you.
Has a very powerful shot. He hammers it first time. No chance for Tom Presthus. Good run, well-timed run by Brian West down that right side.
Right to Harkes. To Martino. Whoop, cuts right. Serves one. Partially deflected. Leo Cullen quietly having a very solid game. Martino again. Yamosa plays it somewhere off his line. McBride has it, poked away from him by Chronopoulos. Give and go. Perez. Looking for Cunningham. Can he sneak it in? No. How did he get to that?
They almost turned it on net. Only about a foot wide with it. But the Crew stepping up the pressure. Farmer's right there in his face, not leaving him anything to shoot at. Perez again. Perez the catalyst.
And a really surprising substitution right now. Tom Presthus out. John Busch comes in. 25-year-older from the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, seeing his first MLS action. Tom Presthus obviously still feeling the effects of a, looked like kind of a knee/ankle twist that he had in that collision in the first half. Now we're in the 60th minute, which means we're going to send it somewhere in this stadium to Veronica Pacey. Veronica?
Here we are in the stands with the most loyal black and gold fan there is in the world, Matt Bernhardt.
Hey everybody, go Crew!
Matt, you've been to almost every Crew game.
Yeah, the only games I miss are when I'm like out of the state, 2 or 3 states away. So I go to the road games. Been to Chicago, been to New York, been to DC. I'm trying to get to Boston.
Are you suffering now with the Crew?
I'm sorry?
Are you suffering now with the Crew?
If I could cry, I would. We shouldn't be 2 goals down. We do not deserve this. I'm hoping we can. Oh wait, I'm hoping we can pull one out here.
He's got time.
Maybe we'll just have that guy do some play-by-play for us too while he's at it.
Well, it's a heartbreaker for Crew fans because look at how close they've come. Just in the last 5 minutes, they've had 3 golden opportunities to score, and they can't seem to finish it. Brian West, another good run to the right side. Cunningham missing it by only inches. And again, all the pieces in place except for that final touch. It is enough to make a Crew fan cry. But
worst start in Crew history.